Hey, what's up guys? Clue here, come back with a new video. Today's video playing City Skylines. We during the in between the two episodes, I have made a few changes. So namely one of them, if I can find a train. Yeah, here we are. We have changed the asset to a Canadian train, the Flirt OCT. So it has 600 passengers instead of the 100 and something that I can put it on. It's the same speed, just has more capacity. One issue I do have with it though is it's a little bit too long, it seems. When I did Google the when I looked at the asset, it was showing that they fit all of our train stations, but it doesn't seem to be able to. I don't know if I've done something wrong. Maybe I can have a look, but you can see like, but our trains are doing a few people, not a lot, but still enough. How do I do this? It's in transport. With transport manager, maybe I've changed something and didn't mean to. Yes, I did. No, it's passenger train. Flirt? No. So as you can see, it has a passenger capacity of 600 people and the max speed of 120 k's. Comparatively to our passenger train, that is what, like, I don't know, bit over double the size of a passenger train and the same speed. And then we do have the ETR 600 or 610, which does 1,250 kilometers, has 390 capacity, but it has to be pretty much a straight track, otherwise it looks a little messy. Which we might end up doing because this is a city, and that will extend further. It might end up being a decent idea. As you can see also, there's this red line running through our city. This is a new bus line I've put in. I noticed that our buses weren't very good, so I found the 2016 New Flyer XD60 asset, which is an articulated bus, or as I like to call them, a bendy bus. If I can just turn off this. I'm just going to follow this one, and you'll understand why I call it a bendy bus. So yeah. We do have them bunching a little bit, which is an issue. I think I did turn off bunching, so that is kind of my fault. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Weirdly enough, a lot of cars sit in the bus lane. Never understood why, but yeah, as you can see, bendy bus. They bend. So that's double capacity. And considering they're all taking 60 people at a time, that's pretty good. I might look into getting some pathways through here. As you can see, the traffic is still around. It's not as bad because we did put in this new entrance, which is bad. I'll have to look at traffic flow through this area. I do know this is going to be always kind of a bad area, being such a big city with only 2 entrances in and out. May even look into putting what's it called? Independent metro just for this area to get more cars off the road. I don't really know what else other than that. Yeah, so we'll look into that. We did put in our bus and trains last episode. I feel like I did change other things, but I don't remember. I did this 2 nights ago, so 2 nights before recording. But yeah, so this episode, I'm thinking of, I think the metro is probably a good idea to put in one at our train station, just to try and ease the traffic inside the area. Maybe even, actually, I'm gonna do this. Bus details. I want line details, not overview. I want bunching back on. So yeah, we want debunching, which there's a lot of people. So yeah, I think the metro is going to be just our best bet right now. Just with the amount of people here, buses aren't able to take the full load of that. And this traffic, I actually had this cleared up earlier. It's just as this game runs, it gets worse. And I don't really understand why they prefer this side over this side. I do get there's a bit of traffic here. Oh, also, when I did this, I added the roundabout for traffic management. but also put in our bus depot and incineration plant. I'm trying to think. I feel like I did more, but I don't actually remember. So we'll just leave it at that. Oh, okay. Those trains just happily run into each other, which is good. That was interesting. Oh, that's clearing up. That's good. I did see this. It was backed up to around here, which isn't nice for your industrial estate to be backing up. I also don't really understand why I put an industrial estate there, but that works. I still have that to fill out as well. I've got a lot to do, but also I don't have much demand. So I think right now we're just going to put in a metro, try and make it efficient, but do its job as well. Slopes are going to be hard, isn't it? I'm going to just have to quickly check. What's the terrain like here? Maybe this might be too crazy. Maybe too ambitious. Maybe not, actually. I feel like I could do this. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Well, we're going to put this in and see how it goes. So we're going to put one there. One close to the school. So that's police. I think a little bit further back down here because it's got to go around through here, and it's not going to be too nice looking. And then see, this is another annoyance. Maybe if I put it on this side and path it over. Yeah, I think this will be a good idea, just to path it. And then 100% one right there. Also one over here, but my issue again here is I don't want to remove buildings, but also I don't want to. I could put it there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there. I don't want them on this side of the road because you can see how many people are already walking across the road, causing more traffic. I probably should have one over here as well, but that wouldn't make sense to do. Maybe I'll have to put a bus service into there. Because I don't have the transport thing on. Alright, so we got a few stations. I think we could do with one around here somewhere. A bus stop is right there, so maybe if I put there. Yeah, I think that's good. And then now we're just gonna have to. Why is that gone again? There. Just try and connect these up as best as we can. Hopefully this goes alright, because metros are 100% my favorite transport type. It's just so easy to install. There we are. And then this one's a little bit more short distance, but they're catering for a different area. That's why. Wow, that actually worked perfectly. That's good. Again, I don't know what's happening. There we are. And line. Just connect all this up, and then we do our normal thing of just doing a clockwise and a counterclockwise. So that will be Eden, CW, and then do another one if we can create new line, and it's counterclockwise, so it goes the other direction. Hopefully this changes a different color because this one's a little bit too close for my liking. And hopefully this should divert our amount of traffic. It didn't, so we're gonna go for bright green because I didn't click. Okay. So that's green and red. I feel like Eden and green and the whole idea of that makes sense. We do have 82,000 people right now. At this point, I probably should be looking at maybe putting in an airport. I really need to work out this traffic. It's all in. Is it all the same kind of traffic? Oh, well, they're all box trucks right now. Is it all commercial traffic though? It looks like it. Okay. So I can actually do this. I don't have to click them all to know. Where are they mostly going? Okay, private vehicles I don't need, because while there is quite a few private vehicles, a lot of them are just trucks, so we don't need city service either. Don't need pedestrians and cyclists. Don't need public transport. It's just this one. Alright, so as you can see, not many go this way, but a lot of people like to come into this. A lot of trucks come into this area. Actually, is this distributing kind of nicely? Actually, what? Why are people coming? It's only like a few, like 2 people have done that. Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, because we've got a lot of commercial near each other, so maybe another idea would be just to build off here. Might even just build off here a little bit and produce a little bit of industrial, but then I don't know. Industrial is kind of annoying. I think we need more offices. That's pretty obvious right now. I need to put in this pathway before I forget as well. So who's the unlucky person today? It's this guy. Or actually, I feel like it's probably better if I do. Oh, just go straight. Okay, well that's straight. It goes straight through his building. Oh well. That's how the cookie crumbled today. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that path, but we're just gonna... Oh yeah, it looks nice now. Cool. Yeah, that's a nice path. There's no issues with that now. Yeah, nah, awesome. We need to put in more work into our pathway system, because there seems to be a lot of people walking. Actually, we've already got a lot of people on our metro. 82 have already used that, and we haven't even touched it. I need to name that as well. Line details, and then that is Eden, CCW, 600 over here. Oh my god. We'll have a look at that as time goes on, but we may have to extend that. That's a lot of a lot of people traffic in this area, which is probably gonna just continually be like that. I don't think, there's no people traffic here just because this is a highway. And that does make our life easier, but also it's just too much traffic coming through a roundabout right now, I think. Maybe even if we just... I'm gonna try something. I can always go back against it. Road. Connect those up. I don't like that. I want it to be on the ground. And then back to normal. And then this, I'm just gonna back that up a little bit. Raise it, so I think 6 meters? No, it has to be 9 for sure. And then connect that up there. So hopefully by doing that, we're able to increase traffic flow, but also what I plan on doing is just highway exits. Oh, actually, I just realized this is not that right. That's not the key that I want. Oh, this one. We're missing lanes. That may have been an issue as well. We had more congestion into lanes than we wanted. That's flowing better. Still not amazing. I think they're just kind of sorting themselves out right now. But yeah, we're gonna do little off ramps. Where is it there? I can do that. That should be good. Should just create less of a issue with our traffic. But also maybe like, can I race this fast enough to be able to make this work? Apparently I can. So hopefully that should create better traffic flow through the area. Because, yeah, the roundabout I feel was just too many people coming in and out of the area. And it just produced more congestion than really needed. Because we had buses running through there. Although, I wonder, do we need as many buses now? Probably not. Line details. Because we have a lot of buses. Like, I can't even move this over. I hate doing this. There we are. Yeah, as you can see, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, actually, it just tells me over here, doesn't it? 16. I don't even need to count. A lot of them are full, so that is a plus. And they're not producing too much traffic right now, so that's also a plus. We'll just have to keep an eye on it and see how that goes. Have I cut power? No, power's still there. It's just we've actually hit a point where we've got too much going on. Okay. I think we just add to our power plant over here. It's probably a point where, you know, it's pushing it. Also, those buildings are defying gravity. This tumble of logs over here, they're not helping no one. So yeah, I don't know if I showed this last episode, but they're not the same line now. We're using, maybe I didn't show, but we're using catamarans down here as well. They create the same amount of people. They use the same amount of people, but I just used it for the sake of it. Thought they looked cooler. I might change them back, honestly. The ferries don't look too bad either, so wouldn't hurt to change them back. I don't know at this train line either, running straight across our ferry, our cargo ships and all that. It just doesn't look the nicest. Although they do make clearance, or actually maybe not. He only takes out the top of his boat. It's fine. If he took out more than that, then I would have had an issue with it. But he doesn't. How many of these people here are going through... that's the wrong button. Going through here to get into there. Yeah, a lot. But why? Why don't they just use here? The questions we'll never know. Or the answer to the question we'll never know. If I was to just go like this though, where's my avenues? I haven't used an avenue, that's why I'm kind of like, oh, let's use one. Yeah. I want to get rid of that. Oh, apparently I double clicked there. Good enough. I'll run this across, join that up. Back that up a little bit. There we are. And now we have another way for people to come through. Actually, can you even zone on this? Is that the point? No, you can. I don't really understand what the point of an avenue is, other than it just looks a little different. But now that should mean that maybe it doesn't, because a lot of our traffic wasn't going that way, was it? I'm hoping that will just provide. There it is. That's what the key I was looking for. Yeah, a lot of this is. Someone's going to the stadium apparently. With the new expansion, considering I don't even have all the ones before it, but the new expansion, public transport's going to be probably even bigger of a deal. From what I was watching on the City Skylines actual YouTube site, they were saying that the likelihood of you winning a game was based on how many people come to your actual events, like to your stadium, because the university has its own stadium. So yes, I think that now means there's 3 or 4 stadiums in the game, which, you know, I don't know if we actually need all those, but someone decided we did, and that's fine. I don't really mind. Do we have a metro running through here? We do, yeah. I was going to say, if we don't, then we've probably got issues. I don't really like how low this is. Oh, well. I'm going to... So down here, I'm planning on putting more residential, but I need offices of some location. I think maybe just even over here. Just a plain old road this way. Like that. Zoning across there. And then we're just gonna... something like that, yeah. Hell, we could even probably... yeah, we can. Just something as basic as this. Just to provide a little bit more for the area, because as you can see, our demand for industrial is going up, and offices are one of the better options for industrial, just because it doesn't provide congestion. It doesn't provide trucks and all that. I don't think it just means people go there. I can clear out a little bit, so there, and then I need just this tool. So something as basic as that. I can do the same here, and hopefully that works as just a form of what's it called? More work means more demand for residential, I believe, so hopefully that means this area will grow, but then also we can work on here. I don't really understand why we did the way we built the way we did, but it's working. There's a lot of places under construction, right? Oh, not a lot, but it's 2, 3. It should just rapidly grow. This train may become an issue because we do have a monorail here. I can't run the monorail all the way through like I would want to normally. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with that because that's just how it is. How is our metro going over here now? Metro, wow, 4,000 people using our metro right now, just as a general usage. Eden, 240 and 442. Is there anywhere that we need to actually add more? No, not going that way. Jesus. Alright, so the green one, I think we need to add like 1, 2, 3. I'll just add until it says that I can't have any more on, because once it says that next vehicle is unlimited, Yeah, there we are. Now we don't need any more, I believe. No, no, it's letting me. At a point, it'll just say there's too many on the line. So, but I don't think that'll be happening for a while. I just want to get rid of this many people at a station. 180. So the issue is, I don't think they're getting off here either. I don't think they go there and then get off at the station. I think they might even just go till either 6 or what'd that be? That'd probably be 7. No, what on earth is the station called? I can't tell. It's a green one, and then no, I have no idea which station this is. Doesn't even say when I click it. It's 5 kilometers. I only just realized that it shows the length. Alright, so it says next vehicle in unlimited time, but if I add that, yeah, 0 people. They're gonna bunch up for a little while, but over time it should clear. I think that's enough now. We'll come back in a little bit. Don't have too much longer on this video, to be honest. What is happening? Okay, yep, this needs power now. I was just waiting for this to be ready to run across. Something like that. We have nearly hit the 100,000 mark. I think next episode we'll look into an airport. I'm not sure where, not sure how, but it'll just be a good option for our people to have a new way in and out. I might even... it'll be an international airport. Nah, it's too steep up here. Is there many places I can even put it? Not really. That's gonna be the hard part. Slope too steep. Oh, I can put it over here. An international city, international airport outside the city. That does make sense. That is actually pretty common. That might be, and it's close enough to the city that it's alright, but it's far enough away from the city that it's also good. It's not near a residential too much. The noise band. Alright, so next episode, I think we'll be putting in the airport somewhere around there. Or you can turn it. Ooh. I think that might be... no. I want it to face the airport so the planes come in at the other directions, not over our city, but also it's easy connection. That's what I'm going to do. Yep. So something like that next episode. Do we have any parks still an issue? Not really. Could do with a park over here though. There's one there. There's a little one over here. Hopefully. Again, we don't really have to worry about housing prices because it's pretty high. So this should, yeah, no, but workers are starting to come now. Cool. It should be more traffic through this area. Wrong tool. It's this one. Yeah. There's honestly not much. Not many people have come here yet, but I think that's just because it's still developing. Again, not sure as to what we do with some commercial, whether we just spot it around, like fill this area with commercial, and then Maybe even some across from the bus station or the train station, like that. Yeah, I might look into changing this so I can put the monorail through, because a monorail continuously through the middle of our city would be a good idea. Because how many people is that running a day? 500, which is pretty good considering it's only got 4 vehicles. Sounds like there's a fire. No, it's not saying there's a fire, but yeah, whatever. Alright, so, yep, commercial's going down again, which is good. There's honestly no demand for residential because we have so much available over here. So no one's actually going to look into moving in yet. Yeah. I think that's going alright. So we are 2,000 off hitting 100,000. I don't know when I'm actually going to say that this videos, like this series is done. I think just until we kind of run out of things to do, which will be faster just because we don't have the expansions. We do have a lot of land to still be able to build up though, so it's also important to realize we could also put in like an airport link train station, so like a 4-way junction here that provided express trains from this station to here to our airport, and then this station to our airport. Maybe not even express, maybe it just jumps every few station, which means I do need bypasses and stuff like that, which could become an issue. Not many people at this station. Maybe that station wasn't that good. Train wise, buses are doing well. Train it's doing alright. Do we have any major backups? No, and not really. 183 here though. For what line is that? That's the it's for the orange side. Okay, that's interesting that it's now the orange side, because I always thought it was a blue side that had the more traffic, but yeah. So what is our traffic flow right now? 67%. Oof, yeah, okay. What I'm gonna make it is, this is give way, and it's gonna be hard because this is just a lot of people walking through here, which doesn't surprise me. It's commercial, it's shops and all that, so it's not too unsurprising. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call the video here. It's just we're getting kind of there. We're still quite a distance off having the city that I desire. There's a lot of blank space through this area. Airport will come in next episode, hopefully. May move these then if we are running our airport through. I don't know how that's going to connect either. But again, we'll work it out. We'll have to add public transport there. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, you're more than welcome to hit the dislike button. If you catch any more of my content, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.